Hello, my marvellous sausages! Big developments this week on the secrets front from our Season of the Witch storyline. We've got a final Imabru engine, or at least it looks like it's final. Intriguing. We've also got some new lore that's really important, and a good laugh to read, actually. Well, I thought it was funny anyway. We've got a new radio message that you really should have a listen to. Plus, we've got the locations of the 2 secret chests this week in Savathuns Spire. So, let's get on with it all. So, here we are at the and here we are at the lectern of, what's it called again? The lectern of divination, I believe. Yes, that's the one. Now, last week, this card was locked. It's another opaque card, and it's next to the Imabru Engine stuff. So we've got a new Imabru Engine puzzle and a new opaque card to find as well. I do have one other one there, but that's a random drop, which I haven't gotten this week. So let me show you, first of all, where we go to collect this opaque card. Now, it's actually located in the Altars of Summoning, in a particular altar, so let's go there right away. Now, the altar you need to go to just after you spawn in, it's the one up the back here. It's called the Altars of Flesh, okay? So let's make our way to the Altars of Flesh here. And do you remember there's a statue in the middle that's holding a void crystal? Yes, this is what it's for. So shoot the void crystal, choomp. And there we go, in the arms of the statue is the card that we need. So you have to kind of jump up to get them and collect it, look. There we go. Ooh, horrendous! Look at that, it's awful! Anyway, there we go. That's the position of the opaque card. Lovely stuff. Right, so we've got our card. So let's come back now to the Lectern of Divination. Ta-da! And there we go, we can see the card highlighted there. Let's pick it up and acquire it. There we go, and it's the Gift of Navigation, an incantation to unveil the final test in the Imabru Engine. So we collect that as well, make sure to collect it, and now it's in your deck, which means we can go to the Imabru Engine, which of course is located here on the Helm map. So here we are, popped up into the Imabru Engine, and we make our way up through the little doorway here. Now, we don't have to start the other tests in order to get to this third new one. We just have to go through the door. Here's a little hint, though, for you before we start. We're going to be shooting runes of different ilks, so Arc, Solar, and Void. Bring something with you that's useful, like this. It's called the Hard Light machine gun, and it's not a machine gun, it's an auto rifle, you idiot. And look, you can change the doodads on it. Everybody knows that, but just in case you didn't know, this is a great one to have. Right, so here's where you start the test in this room, but we don't want to do that. We want to go through here and go to the door for the second one. Proceed through the Imabru Engine. And this is the way to the second one, not from last week, but from the week before. You want to go to your left, and we want to go up through the corridor of the rolling pins of death. I didn't even know there was one there then. That was lucky. So make your way up the corridor here. Yes, here we go. And another one up here as well. Now, this one's going to take us to the second room, which we had lots of pointy fun in last time. If you want to find out exactly how to do those first 2 tests, I've got videos on both of them as well, so I'll put a link to those in the end. Anyway, here we are, popped up in the room. Now, directly behind us, that's the second test through there. Look, let me show you where they're all kneeling down. Well, that's where we normally do it. But where we need to go is to our left here, and up another corridor of rolling pins of death. Yes, good name for a game show, that. So let's go through the spiky... we're going to make it. Yes, that's good. Lots more hive gunk and bogies in this one. Don't squash me. There we are. That's good. And up into the final turbo lift. And then we're going to find ourselves basically outside the new one. Now, this one is all to do with shooting runes. Runes? Ha! Runes in the collect. Correct location. We'll leave that one in. So what we need to do is go look to this really awkward one behind us here. So let's go in, and there's a little doodah. Now we start the test here, and you can see we've got doors all around us, and they go right the way up to the top of the spire. So we're going to be making our way up through the mirrors. So we begin the test like this, yes. And then we'll have a thing appear behind us here, so you can see. Come on, hurry up, test, reboot. So we've got to shoot one particular rune in order. It's a bit daunting when you look at it, but if you look behind you at your doorway, you can see here we've got an arc rune on our left. So what we're looking for is an arc rune on the left-hand side of a doorway. So let's just switch to arc like this, and then we want to have a look. So that's on the right, that's on the right, that's on the right, that's on the right, that's on the right. Ah, but this young fellow is on the left, so we shoot that. That opens up the mirror, and then we jump through. Be warned, you can be killed by the spinning rolling pins of death, and if you do that, you'll start again. So just jump over to the mirror and pop your way through. And here we are on rune number 2. Wait again for them to all appear. And we'll have a little look here, and we're looking for a, what we're looking for? We're looking for a solar rune, so let's change to solar, and it's above the doorway. So all we need to do is find the solar one that's above. Void, 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 void. Solar, there's our baby, shoot that. Door should open, and we'll jump across. Don't forget, avoid the rolling pins of death. Now we're on the 3rd one, and here she gives us one of those really cool, sinister cackles, and it is pretty cool, actually, because it says, look, let's have a look what it says. You're looking for a void one. There's void, and it's on the right-hand side of the doorway. So, let's have a look. Right there, no. No, none there, none there, none there, none there, none there, none there. Oh my god, there doesn't appear to be one. It's obviously glitched, but no, it's not. It's a trick, because old Savathun giggled there. What it is, some of these runes, look, are hiding other runes. You can see that one's floating off here. So if I show you where it is, we jump across, don't get smacked in the head. Look, there we go. This doorway here is hiding the void rune behind that arc one, if you're looking at it from there. That's great. I love it. Do that. Void rune open, and away we go. And now we're into the last test, number 4. Now this one's quite bizarre. Well, it's sort of bizarre because it's a perspective test, really. So what we're looking for, there's none of them around the doors here, but if you look at it, what we're kind of looking for is a solar one on the right-hand side of a doorway. But none of them are attached to the doorways. But you can see there's ledges all around the outside of the room here, and if you stand on a particular ledge, you'll be able to line up one of those solar runes with the right hand side of a doorway. So we'll just make our way around now. Just be careful when you jump in not to be killed by those things, yes, and you can easily fall to your death here too, so be careful, particularly for these little sticky out spiky bits here. They're very, very irritating. So let's have a little look. Is anything to the right-hand side of the doorway here? No, it's all a bit of a mess, really. So we're going to jump over now to the next one. Careful not to be... Ooh, that was lucky. And let's have a little look here. And we're looking for another one to the right-hand side. No, nothing really there, is it? I mean, that's kind of vaguely like it, but it's not what we want. No, that's no good. Let's jump over to the next one. There we go. And let's have a little look here. Now, what have we got here? Well, if we duck down, this one looks decidedly like it's on the right-hand side of that doorway to me. And there's one more ledge here, but I think we're going to chance our arm here and do this one. Because, no, let me just test it to see. We'll go across to that tiny one, which is very irritating. No, there's nothing, look, that's above that one there. So let's go back to that ledge. And I think we're going to find that that's our baby. That's our baby. Let's have a little look. Okay, now we've done the mirror. That doesn't mean that it's right, because the mirror activates anyway, and you only find out when you jump through the bloody thing. So, let's jump through here, if we can, through the mirror, and... yes! Job done. Job's a good one. There we go. And you've got a nice Ascendant Shard and a couple of good weapons there too. Fantastic engine puzzle there. I really enjoyed it. Part of that malarkey, we also got some extra lore here in the Rites of Passage lore book. I don't know if you remember last week where I said it kind of carried on from where the ending scene finished. Well, this one here is well worth a look. It's called Proportionality, and it's basically Saint 14 getting revenge on Savathun for what she did to Osiris and stealing his light and basically putting him in the position that he was today. And it's a very sweet story of... I say sweet, it's actually quite rough, but I quite like it anyway. She bloody deserves what she gets. I'd recommend you read that because it's nice, particularly if you're a Saint 14 fan. Now, triumphs-wise, if you've listened to the radio message, which was very, very interesting, Savathun talking to Xivu-Arath, we're going to get step 8 of the powerful words triumph. Still 2 more to go there. It says messages heard 8 of 9. That's always really stupidly confusing, that one. Look, you've got current step 8 of 10, so there's 10 messages there. You can see the 2 more notches on the belt of that one. And the next one we've got is for having all the minor arcana of the Lectern of Divination, which we've got here. here so we can collect that. I've got one more left to get there, so you should have got that by this week. Don't forget to get that one so you get your emblem there at the bottom, which is nice. Then moving into the secrets, we've got the King Morph Test Your Navigation in the Imabru engine. Complete that, but we've still got one secret left. So, there's no more cards that I can see. So what is that going to be? I don't know, but there's one more secret to come. As soon as I find out exactly what that is, I will let you know. Now, of course, we have 2 more secret chests that we can unlock this week in Savathuns Spire. I'll show you exactly where both of them are quickly. The first one is here, look, in the swinging lantern room. You go round to your right, the force field will be down, and you'll see the chest immediately appear at the end. Open the chest, get your goodies, which is great, and don't forget as well that you're going to get a nice Halloween knight who's going to try and turn your head into a buttock by splitting it right down the middle with his big shiny axe. Right, so anyway, once you've collected that chest, that guy will disappear. The next one is after the second encounter. You go up the grav lifts until you get to this part here, where you're jumping across the platforms and you're going to go through the set of mirrors, which are all on the ground. So make sure you go through the correct set of mirrors that got you here in the first place. And then on this part here, instead of jumping over the bridge, you want to turn around. You want to drop down the hole here. Be careful not to land on the lift, otherwise it'll just take you straight back up. And then you're going to get the deep sight here. So reveal with the old deep sight, and then the platforms will appear, and then you can just platform your way across to where the chest is, look, and there's the portal there. So that's watch out for that one. It's really, really tiny. And then just a way to go and grab yourself armfuls more of gear. Now, there are, of course, opaque cards sprinkled all throughout Savathuns Spire, but I did put the locations of those last week there as well in the video, so if you want to check out the locations of all the opaque cards in Savathuns Spire, last week's video is the one for you. I shall link it at the end. So then, what did you think of this week's Imabru Engine puzzle? I thought it was very good, plus we've got one more thing to uncover as well, which sounds totally marvellous. Now, next week, if there are no secrets really, what I'm going to be doing is a video on the secrets of the Festival of the Lost. I did one last year, but it's always worth doing an update every year, just in case there's anything new, and just in case, because there's loads of new players out there as well. So stay tuned for the secrets of the Festival of the Lost next Wednesday. And talking of streaming, even though I wasn't, I've got a streaming channel. I don't know if you knew, but I do streams on a Monday and a Wednesday on the streaming channel. It's called Time Sausages Live, and the link is in the description. And don't forget as well, I always do streams on a Sunday on this very channel here as well. Only started a couple of weeks ago, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm currently playing Starfield. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage out.